Okay,
the
we are...
monastery is kidanemihre, which means covenants of mercy.
Okay, and you said this is dedicated to Mary?
Mary, or devoted to Mary.
Okay.
And it was built in the 14th century, like the one we have seen, like as St. Mary Monastery. Whereas the picture is restored in 16th and the remaining is 18th centuries. As like the one I have seen, this has also 3 sections, 3 divisions. This is for music.
Music
the
area.
first section.
Yes.
The second is for congregation.
Congregation.
And the most inner one is to keep the Ark of the Covenant. Did you remember that tableau?
Yes. So there is an Ark of the Covenant
the replica one.
In every monastery.
Every monastery.
A replica.
Yeah.
You have to have a replica.
Yeah, to become a church or a monastery.
To become a church or a monastery.
And this monastery, unlike the one we have seen, it has 12 big doors made from sycamore. Can you see how it's huge?
Yes.
It has 12 to symbolizing the apostles. The whole...
Symbolizing the apostles?
The apostles, yeah. And it's painted on canvas. It's painted on textile or cotton. And they used different colors, different kinds of leaves, flowers. In those times they used also lapis lazuli, a rock, which make the blue one.
So this is made from all natural plants found in the area.
And categorized into 3 parts. Some of them is biblical story from the New and Old Testament. The remaining from Ethiopian religious stories, like the one we have seen, Miracle of St. George, Miracle of Mary, History of Mary, Praise of Mary, and so on and so forth. The others photograph of the Zeni emperors and kings. For instance, this is the 18th century king, King Tekle Georgis. He came to visit this monastery. This is how the people were welcoming the kings. Can you see?
Yes.
And that's, you know, this, the classic language of Ethiopia, the ancient language of Ethiopia. Nowadays, this language is confined to church services. It's limited to church services.
So you have 83 languages.
Yeah, this is ancient, and some linguistics, they said it's died because it's not used as a spoken language, only for church services.
Oh, okay.
So, like Latin, it's confined to church services.
Okay.
But Amharic and Tigrinya, they use the same scripts.
These sticks are for
this is prayer sticks. We call prayer sticks.
Long periods of standing.
Yeah.
So you don't fall out in a long prayer session for hours.
Yeah. Here is, let me show you some picture. Stephen, Saint Stephanos, stoning to daisies, the first martyrs. And one of the Lake Tana monasteries dedicated for him. And that's coronation of Mary, the coronations. This is Christ shows paradise to Mary here. And Mary begged mercy to the sinners. This is hell.
Okay. So the same stories of Mary praying for the sinners.
The only difference is
that's
a
hell.
little bit big, and it has a lot of pictures comparing with the one we have seen.
Okay.
The 2 archangels, Michael and Gabriel.
2 archangels.
Yeah, the right side is mostly depicted archangels.
And
Michael.
inside of here is the Ark of the Covenant?
Yes,
inside of here?
And some framed picture also.
Okay.
And those are angels. Have you been in Gondar, the Bran Selassie? No.
No.
There's one monastery known by the angels, which the ceiling is beautifully decorated with such kinds of angels.
And where is that?
Gondar.
Okay.
Bran will show you.
Yes.
And this is a story of the apostles. After ascension of Jesus, they were preaching Bible in different areas, different countries, and finally they were persecuted in a very cruel way. This is Saint Thomas. Thomas, the one who preached Bible in India, and Matthias. This is Philip hung upside down. Crucifixion of Jesus. Joseph of Arimathea and Nicodemus, and Matthias here, And the leader of the apostles, that's Saint Peter, crucified upside down. And here is the one who I've seen, the composer of Ethiopian religious music, Yared.
Yes.
He was composed religious music. He was guided by these birds. Can you see those birds?
Yes. What about the birds?
That's an angels guided in the form of birds to teach.
Oh, angels in the
Yeah.
form of birds.
Yeah, this is Saint Sebastian's.
Saint Sebastian.
Yeah.
What are they doing? What's that story?
He was refused to worship image made by Emperor Diocletian in the 4th centuries.
Oh.
Drum we used for religious music. I think this is the history of Jesus. Annunciation, visitation of Mary to her cousin Elizabeth, nativities. Here is the burial of Jesus. The burial, can you see?
Yes. Burial of Jesus.
Resurrections. And Joseph of Arimathea and Nicodemus lowering Jesus' body from the crosses.
Yes.
And Saint George rescued this lady, or killed the dragon and rescued this lady. And coronation of Saint George.
Yes. And this stand is for...
This is a bed. It's made from cotton. It's a bed.
Oh, okay.
Mostly people, whenever brought presents, they put here.
Okay.
And this is how Israel crossing the Red Sea. Here is Moses parting the Red Sea. And Michael and Raphael, that's the Magi. You know the Magi?
No.
The 3 kings also give present for Jesus
Okay.
when he was born in Bethlehem.
Yes.
One of the kings from Ethiopia, the remaining from Europe and Asia.
Oh.
That's Balthazar, the one who believed to be brought frankincense to Jesus. And this is the doomsday.
This is what?
The doomsday, when Christ coming the second time. Judgment days.
Oh.
And he showed his wounds. Can you see?
Yes. This day is coming.
Yeah, when he came to the second time.
Yes.
And crucifixions of Jesus. This is the harrowing of the hell. Which means Christ, after he died, he destroyed the hell and saved the soul.
Oh, he destroys hell.
Yeah. And this is symbolizing the hell and the other two, Adam and his wife.
Of course, it's demon.
Yeah, demon. It seems demon.
Yes, it's real. Y'all better pray. Don't go to hell.
Okay. This is, as I told you before, this is the women gates. Women use separate gates.
The woman's gate.
Yeah.
Okay.
And during service, this is closed.
Okay.
The whole story in this side is devoted to Mary.
This whole side is devoted to Mary.
This is the south side of the most of Lake Tana Monastery is dedicated to Mary. This is the Assumption of Saint Mary, the Assumption. She is ascended to heaven, and the burial of Mary. The burial. This one.
Oh, and they want that covered up?
This Mary picture, yeah. As I told you before,
yes.
For inspection they put veil. And this is the story of John the Baptist and his mother Elizabeth. She died when he was baby, and he lived in the desert by using this animal milk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is from, as I told you before, it's from Ethiopian religious histories. And the cannibal, the one I've seen in Azwa, how Saint Mary rescued this cannibal from the devils.
From the devils?
Yeah, because he did a good things by the name of Mary.
Oh.
Upon his days, and Michael is scaling his good deed and bad deed. Before he died, he gave water to the leprosy person by the name of Virgin Mary.
Okay.
So upon his death, his soul, the cannibal souls, begged Mary in order to save him.
Oh.
Whereas the devil claimed us as sinners.
Yes.
That's killing of the innocent children, the children, and presentation of Jesus into the temple.
Okay.
This is the flightment of Mary into Egypt on donkeys. Here is this is also the flightment, but the Holy Families walk into Egypt, and Dormation, the days of Mary, and Christ riding the scenery or walks on the sunbeam.
And this is another Ethiopian
story. Yeah, that's
story.
from Miracle of Jesus, Tamra Jesus.
Miracle.
Jesus.
Okay.
When he started, he made a miracle when he started in childhood period. You understand? His miracles.
He was making miracles when he was a child?
Yes, here. He was riding, he was walking on the sunbeam.
Oh, see, I don't know about the child.
This is only found in Ethiopia.
Yes, we don't know a lot about him as a child.
Yeah, but there are a lot. Here is also, he made miracles of fish and birds.
Yes, this is the...
Yeah.
We would like to know more about him as a child, but I think typically they start when he's older.
No, starting from 5 and 6, he made miracles.
But we don't have those stories.
But we Ethiopian still put as an important religious stories. And this is Heros, King Heros, and Salome. Those are from the Old Testament story, Jacob's ladder from Book of Genesis, Abraham sacrifice.
What is Jacob's ladder?
Jacob's at Bethel, he was in a dream and he was looking angels descending and ascending the ladders.
Oh.
This is the Council of Nicaea. This is the council where Arius, the founder of Arianism, excommunicated from this council. And Moses receives the 10 commandments. Prophet Moses here, can you see? This one.
Okay.
And Prophet Moses in the bushes, and King David brought the Ark of the Covenant to Jerusalem. And cross.
So wait, you're saying King David brought the Ark of the Covenant
to
Jerusalem. Oh, this is before
Christ. This is an Old Testament story.
No, before they say it was brought here.
Yeah.
This was before. Yes. Okay.
Because the Ark is brought to Ethiopia during his son, during King Solomon.
Yes.
I think we call them, those pictures, those small and blue ones, we call them tiles. The community is day-to-day activities, their daily life is depicted in the form of tiles. And animal found in Ethiopia also, here, elephant.
Okay.
That's Christ crossing Galilee lakes in the top, the Galilee. And very top in the corner, that's some of Jesus, temptation, Christ casting evil spirits from the... Those heads are, we call them Harbara, or which means 40 martyrs, drawn into this lake. And Joshua leading Israel, and after Moses.